Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn.
Okay, here we go.
Where the plays get broken down and science gets denied.
Hey, they said I got to come off the bench.
Hour 2 of Off the Bench, live from the Raising Cane's studio.
All right, welcome back here. Hour number 2. Off the Bench, OTB, live from the Raising Cane's studio. Friday. If you're just joining us, welcome in. If you've been with us the last hour, thanks for sticking with us, man.
I'm so excited to get this hour started.
Oh, my God. I teased it at the end of hour 1. Said, this is end of hour 1. Come back. We're going to start hour 2.
And here we are.
We got off. We went to break, and I was like, that was electric. Wow. If anybody drops from the radio waves out there, I'll be shocked.
Yeah. I mean, probably everybody just tuned in after that.
People were driving in the cars like, there's a second hour?
There's a second hour? Are you kidding me?
People were texting their friends like, Matt's going to start hour 2 next.
Oh, you know what? I do. That's a real question. And we're on it from 3 to 5 in Shreveport. 11:30 a.m. the Tiger.
Yes.
Is it the first 2 hours or the second 2 hours?
It's the first 2?
Yeah, I believe so. I think
two.
that's what Jake said.
Okay. Well, in Shreveport, it's 4:01.
Yeah. But in Baton Rouge, it's 8:02.
It's 8:02.
Who knew there was such a time difference?
It's crazy, right? It's just the difference between the North and the South. Crazy.
It's huge.
Huge difference. All right. We started talking about this yesterday. I kind of threw it at you, Taylor, at the end of a segment. You didn't really get an opportunity to kind of dive in, tell us your thoughts, but we were talking about Sam Leavitt and his preparedness going into this 2026 football season. First year with Lane Kiffin, a lot of new faces on offense, pretty much entirely, mostly new faces on offense, and rightfully so. Looking around, I know he had some injuries last season, but we saw him play really well the year before that. Now, of course, like Cam Scadaboo is also kind of a leader and like the more like polarizing player, I guess, on that offense, but it was all led by a really, really good Sam Leavitt. Now, last year was a little bit more quiet, but he did play well in spurts when he was healthy. And then he gets to LSU, foot injury. We don't know what he is. Doesn't really participate fully in spring. Now, did probably maybe a little bit more than we thought he might. Maybe hopefully a little bit more than the coaches and trainers thought he might. But definitely very careful with Sam during spring. Y'all know my feelings on spring training. I think it's dumb. So didn't really need to do anything. But everything that we've seen since then, all the stuff coming out this summer, slam dunking over the goalpost, pretty sweet slam dunk. Between the legs, one-handed, boom shakalaka. Then we saw, or heard at least, that he ran 21 miles per hour. Well, a fully healthy Sam Leavitt, under the tutelage of Lane Kiffin and in Lane Kiffin's offense, on paper, sounds and looks really promising, really good, extremely dangerous. And why on paper? Because, well, Lane Kiffin and Ole Miss, they take a guy from Ferris, Trinidad Chambliss, who doesn't start until a couple of games into the season, and by the end of the season is looking like one of the best quarterbacks in the country. Now, it's Mendoza, of course, last year, the best. But after that, Trinidad was playing the best after that of anybody in the country. And I'll put, like, you go watch the film. He nearly single-handedly kind of took his team to the championship game, to the end of the road. So why can't it be a guy that's already established? Why can't it be a guy that's already done it at the biggest level, the largest level? Now, I think Trinidad was also a very big outlier. Like Lane Kiffin and his staff also got very fortunate with that. Like that's a home run hit. That's like finding Tom Brady in the 6th round, right? Not making a comparison, just saying. That's like finding that. Like, you got a little bit lucky. Now, luck is like where preparation and opportunity meet. That is what luck is, and certainly Trinidad was prepared. He had a really good offense, and he fit really well, but it worked out. Like, you're not going to do that. That's a little bit of an outlier. But Sam Leavitt being fast, athletic, playing the game style that we have seen him play before, and of course, nobody around here in South Louisiana or Louisiana was that tuned in to Sam Leavitt's game beforehand 2 years ago. Now, we watched the playoff game and we watched them play and they had some exciting games, but we weren't tuned in to his style of play. But I think looking back on it now, it's something to be really excited about. So, Taylor, now that you've had a day to think about it, I know you came in this morning and said you might have some other thoughts on this. If you had to take somebody else over him in college football, now there's rightfully so, there are a handful of guys that are very talented and had very good seasons last year, but his game translating to Lane Kiffin's style of offense. How do you feel about Sam Leavitt stacking up any of the top guys in the country?
Again, I put him at 4, just like I did yesterday. I'm going to stand by that. I'm putting Julian Sayed above him. There's a lot of people, in my opinion, that aren't as high on him as they should be.
You're a big Sayed guy.
People forget he was a Heisman finalist a year ago. I mean, he had over 30 touchdowns, single-digit interceptions, completed 77% of his passes. Jeremiah Smith's still there. He loses Carnell Tate, but I think Kyle Parker, transferred from LSU over there, is going to be pretty good for him. You got some players in your backfield back. He's familiar with the Ryan Day offense. I'll put Dante Moore ahead of him just because, again, he's back in that Oregon offense.
Is he even going to start? They got Dylan.
Dylan Rayola's there?
He just
Bro,
signed.
did you miss that?
Did you miss that news?
I'm sorry.
I talked about that last week.
Yeah, no, I missed
Crazy
that.
news. Dylan Raiola.
Dante wasn't great against Indiana, but in fairness, who the hell was? I mean, Ty Simpson was pretty bad against Indiana, and he just got drafted in the first round. And there's a lot of people that thought Dante Moore was probably QB2 in the draft this year if he would have went out. He's back once again with Dan Lanning. There's familiarity there. I think Sam's going to be great in Lane's offense. I can't right now take him over Dante Moore. I think that would show LSU bias. I don't think that would be fair. We still need to see Sam do it. And I'm going to take Arch Manning ahead of him. And I know there's people out there that are going to say, you're just taking Arch based on his last name. No. I do agree he was overrated coming into the season because we hadn't seen it yet. But Arch Manning was really, really good down the stretch. Remember, people clowned him for Florida. He throws 2 picks against Florida on the road, like they lose that game to a bad Florida team. After that, he went 7-1 with 2 interceptions to finish out the season after the Florida game. His last 3 games, Arkansas, who's still an SEC team, A&M, who was number 3 at the time, Michigan, who was number 18. He goes 3-0 in those games, 7 touchdowns and no interceptions. He also had 10 rushing touchdowns a year ago. Ryan Wingo's back. He's another year in Steve Sarkisian's offense. You know the O-line's going to be good. They got Cam Coleman coming in, who was the wide receiver in the transfer portal. So this is more than just, it's a lazy pick. You're taking this guy off of his name. No, Arch Manning was a good quarterback down the stretch. He's in that same offense. But outside of those 3 guys, I'm not taking anybody over Sam Leavitt.
I like how you said
I believe
that
in Kiffin.
Arkansas still in the SEC.
Well, I mean, yeah, they're terrible, but still an SEC
A little
team.
subtle jab at him a little bit. I like it. Okay, so Arch Manning, I think everybody can agree, good quarterback.
Yeah.
Okay. You're putting him in a category of great.
I'll take him over C.J. Carr at Notre Dame.
And the reason I'm saying you're putting him in a category, and you're not saying he's a great quarterback. Right. You're saying he's been a really good quarterback, and he was a good quarterback down the stretch. Now, a lot of people a lot of casual football fans or people that aren't tuned into every single game just tuned in for Texas, Ohio State, or Florida, or whatever, like in games that he didn't necessarily play great in. So that's what they know of, and that's probably, and I don't think nationally there's like arch hate out there, but there was so much arch hype that the
Right.
lack of hype now seems like hate a little bit, right?
People watching the Ohio State game last year saw him struggle, which all of us in this room said, this is a guy who's going into his first season as a starter, having to play on the road at Ohio State. He was never winning that football game. It wasn't going to happen. It's too tough of a place to play. You don't have any experience. A lot of people watched that game, was like, oh, I knew it. He's overrated because he's a Manning, and they turned the TV off.
Yeah, this guy
but
sucks.
he was really good down the stretch a year ago.
Down the stretch, and they also lost basically their entire offensive line and then all their weapons too. So, I mean, it was predictable that Texas was going to have a season like they had.
Yep.
He was hyped coming into the season, but he was still, like Taylor said, good down the stretch. I think he's going to be a lot better this season.
It is funny though, like I said, like the lack of hype seems like hate for him because of how it was last year. Like at SEC media days, like he walked into the building, and I swear it was. I thought Queen Bee was walking in. I thought Beyonce herself was walking in the building.
Yeah, because wasn't there a concert?
Security. There was people like, and I'm talking reporters, and then there was fans as well that were kind of in the lobby of the College Football Hall of Fame there in Atlanta, and like swarming, and people having like part the sea of him to walk to like a press conference booth. I'm like, are you kidding me? You got guys that are here that are proven players that aren't getting close. Like, no, we're close to that. You might have a camera following him, but like this guy was getting treated like celebrity status, right? And he had never started. Unfair to him.
Yeah.
And none of the hate is towards him. Like that, it's not even hate. It's just an observation, right? Like he didn't ask for that, but it's a responsibility that comes with, unfortunately, like it or not, a responsibility that comes with that name. So if you don't perform great, it's going to come off as hate. So I do think he's going to be really good this year. Now, will he get to that great category? And the reason why I say you're kind of putting him in that category is because his QB class, you know, at least on paper, what seems to be is going to be so good. Like you have two quarterbacks that probably, now the Rams did fall in love with Ty Simpson. So that's why I say probably. Who probably would have been the second and third quarterback, Dante Moore, Trinidad Chambliss. Both are staying in college football. Trinidad, for some reason, hates the NFL. Never seen a person want to go to the NFL less. He can't stand the NFL. 6 lawsuits to stay in college football. But that's why this quarterback class coming up in the 2027 draft is seemingly going to be so good. Now, we said that about 2026 draft class as well, which ended up being a weak class for quarterbacks. But that's why I say you're kind of putting him in the great because you're putting him just behind Dante Moore. Now, Julian's saying where he falls, I have no idea. I'm not that familiar with his game because I didn't watch a lot of the Ohio State games. Of course, I watched him against Texas early on just because the curiosity behind Ark. So we'll see. But I think that, look, if you look at it on paper for LSU, we have the number one player out of the portal, Sam Leavitt, is going to be the leader of this team, the leader of this offense, an offense that is proven to be good at multiple schools with multiple different quarterbacks that are far less like experienced, certainly far less talented than what Sam Leavitt is athletically. It's just how fast can he get like ingratiated into this offense? How fast can they install this offense? It's the first year. I kind of wish like Sam Leavitt was here in Lane Kiffin's second year as the head coach. That's kind of that would be a more ideal situation. But it's going to be fun to watch. I'm excited about it. And on paper, again, I think that he could have one of these years where at some point during the season, I think a bare minimum at some point during the season, if he stays healthy, he will at least be in the discussion about a potential trip to New York. And that's just talking about the numbers based on the history of the head coach and based on the skill set that he has.
Do you think I have him too high? Because Leavitt at 4 is a lot higher than what anybody nationally has him, but I do have Leavitt at 4. I have him over Trinidad only because
I don't have him over Trinidad yet.
The ability's there for sure. I worry about your entire offensive staff's gone. You lose a lot of your weapons. We did it in the receiver tier. I'm always a person of, you're going to have to show me you can do it without this guy.
Yeah.
Same thing with Mensah. Like, people love Darian Mensah. He's going to a new school. How's he going to adapt to Miami? I don't know. So, I understand you could say.
That's going to be a different one. Like, Miami's hit a home run the last couple of years.
Yeah.
with their they have been like, you look up transfer portal quarterbacks in the dictionary, Miami, they pop up.
Right.
They've been nailing it.
Well, you could say, okay, well, Sam Leavitt's a quarterback in a new system. Yeah, but I trust Lane Kiffin and Charlie Weiss Jr. because Lane Kiffin's done it every stop. Like, Cristobal, great coach, got to the national championship. I got to see it with Darian Menza. I trust Sam Leavitt. He can run. Lane's offenses thrive on that. So I'm putting him ahead of both of those guys because of Lane.
I am, again, on June 19th, I'm not putting him ahead of Trinidad yet because of what I saw last year. I can't unsee that his performance nearly had them, one drive away from playing Indiana for the national championship. Like, who would have ever picked an Ole Miss versus Indiana national championship game? And because
what timeline do we live in?
I know, exactly. So, like, I can't unsee that. And the way he was playing was as good as Fernando Mendoza was playing at the time. Now, that is probably an overstatement based on just a couple of games' performances. I get that. But I also have to say, just because of the experience and the familiarity, if Lane had a chance to get Trinidad, he would have gotten him over Sam, I would assume. I don't know that to be fact. I just have to assume that just because of the familiarity he had. So I'm going to take that into account, and I'm going to have them right there. So I'm going to have Sam at probably 5. I don't know if I'm going to have Trinidad higher than Ark, and then Sam and Ark fighting for 4 and 5. That would be kind of my list right now.
So we're close.
Yeah. Dante, I'm not familiar with his game as much. I'm throwing respect to everybody else that's watched him, but I got Trinidad as probably the number 1 guy right now. Because I thought he would have been number 2 in this past year's draft, just the way he played. So anyway, we got. Anyway, LSU fans, be excited. A lot to be excited about. We got football season on the horizon. We are getting close. We are on the back half of June right now. Football season is not that far away. Summer workouts, kids trying on their pads, getting ready. I'm excited. You should be too. So, all right, let's go to break. We come back. We'll want to talk a little bit of World Cup. USA is playing those damn dirty Aussies. We got a lot to be proud of here in America. Australia, not as much. Let's get into it when we come back here. Off the bench.
Off the bench.
All right, go to getgordon.com. Getgordon.com. Be part of the G team. Gordon McKerney Injury Attorney. That's what we like to call him around here. If you've been injured, job site, car accident, maybe you got a workers' comp claim, whatever it is, if it's not your fault, give them a call and let them go and fight for you. Get exactly what you deserve. So if you drive around, you see the billboards, and you see the billboards of Gordon's face and they like to have a little fun, make you laugh a little bit on a stressful drive. But it's all just kind of telling you and creating that awareness and showing you that if you do get hurt, all you got to do anywhere in Louisiana, doesn't matter what the area code is, call 888-8888 and talk to somebody about what's happening. Make that one of the first calls that you make, because you want that experience. You want those people that are there to fight for you. So get Gordon, get it done, and get that G guarantee, which you don't pay unless they win. So getgordon.com.
From the locker room to the airwaves, it's Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn.
All right, welcome back here off the bench. 8:22 on a Friday. I'm very much looking forward to the weekend. Just be chilling. I'd like to grill this weekend. I hadn't grilled in a while.
You should, for your birthday.
I always say chilling and grilling. I never get the grilling part.
Just chilling.
Just chilling. So I said my kids are real picky when they eat.
Oh.
They don't like eat a ton of things.
Yeah.
And I'm sure there's parents out there that are feeling the same. Now, Hemi, our third, she's a little bit more fun to eat with.
Mm-hmm.
That's like every time I grill, it's just like, it's a lot to do. I don't have like an electric grill. I got one of the like
a charcoal.
I got like a Kamado.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like the off-brand of like the green egg.
Mm-hmm.
So it takes a little work to get it all lit up. So it's not like a quick thing.
Right.
So just to do it for Lacey and I, and then we got to like cook something else for the kids. It's a little bit.
Too much.
It's a little too much. It's a lot of work.
They don't eat steak?
So they do eat steak now. They're
Grill some steaks.
two of the three do.
Who doesn't?
Two's that. Yeah. Got to force her to. Hey, we mentioned it a little bit earlier today, but Mexico,
Yeah.
they clinched. They clinched a berth into the knockout rounds. They defeated South Korea yesterday, 1-0, 1-0. We don't say 1-0 around here because this is America. We say 1-0. In the first game, they defeated South Africa. So they beat the two southern countries. They beat them 2-0. Then Canada, they beat Qatar yesterday, 6-0. That when they win their first ever.
That feels dominant.
They dominated them.
I don't know how
6-0.
good Qatar is.
They can't be very good.
Yeah.
They can't be good at all because Canada's never won a game of the World Cup.
Right. And they beat Qatar by 6.
They beat them by 6.
Crazy.
That's a football score without an extra point.
Mm-hmm.
So the North America, being the host of the World Cup, having a pretty good showing so far. Now, USA has an opportunity this afternoon to go 2-0, to get after Australia a little bit. Now, Australia, I believe they won their first game as well against Turkey or Turkey. Did we figure that out? Is it Turkey?
It's Turkey.
Is it Turkey?
Or like
who says
Turkey.
Turkey? Like international? Like FIFA?
I mean, I think the people of Turkey or Turkey now. Like, didn't they just change it officially?
Yeah. I was doing a little research on Australia. I was asking, my friend ChatGPT. I was like, give me some trash talking to Australia. And ChatGPT kind of overacted a little bit, kind of went a little too hard in the paint on the humor. It didn't really make sense. Wasn't hitting real good, but I did learn something very interesting. Back in the 30s, Australia, this is soon after World War I, they got entered into a new war that not a lot of people know about.
Okay.
I certainly didn't know about. And you would think that, they probably, what other human country, what other humans did they fight in this war? They didn't fight any humans.
Emus?
They fought emus.
Yeah.
The Emu War. The Great Emu War. It's a fascinating story. There's these emus. I guess they migrate east to west, north to south. I don't know what they do. They're emus. It's in Australia. No idea what they do. But reading it, like 20,000 emus, like migrated. So in World War I, a lot of the soldiers, the vets, they were gifted land to become farmers. So these farmers, former vets, proud vets from World War I, fought bravely. They were farmers, and they did not know about the emu migration. So these emus take over, and they migrate, and they destroy their farmlands, and it's a problem. Like, you got 20,000 big ass birds just like running around causing havoc. Well, they called in the Australian Army, and they declared war on the emus. Now, mind you, emus do not have thumbs. They don't have hands. They got some wings. I don't even know if they can fly. Doubt it. But they can't shoot guns, so they can't shoot back. But they declared war on them. The war started in 1932. Conducted under the command of Major Gwynedd Purvis. Oh, this guy's got 5 names. Gwynedd Purvis, Wynne Aubrey Meredith. If that's not an Australian name, I don't know what it is. The Royal Australian Artillery's 7th Heavy Artillery. And they went to fight these emus. Do y'all know who won the war?
The emus.
the emus won the war. Australia lost to them.
In
Yep. So they tried to take them on in a field, like in traditional warfare. They opened up on this pack of 20,000 emus with machine guns and heavy artillery because they were trying to kill all these emus. Well, they scattered, and they barely killed like any of them. So they scattered. They were super fast. They ran around. They split up. And they said they moved with military-like performance. They said they, like, moved around. You know, animals can, like, move around in, like, these groups where, like, birds can do it, too. It's like, how are they doing that? Well, apparently these emus did it, too. So after that, they tried to ambush them. They tried to sneak attack. They tried all these different tactics to kill these emus, and very few emus actually got killed. So they retreated, and they lost the war versus emus. They lost the Great War, the Emu War. So do you think that in 2026, America is going to lose to these people from Australia that can't even defeat an emu with a gun that can't fire back?
I don't know what their military training is in Australia, Matt. I'm sure it's better than any training I've had. I can kill an emu. I can kill an emu for sure.
You can get one?
Yeah, I can get one.
I mean, how embarrassing is that? You're sitting there in a field. Like, this is an open field, and they're sitting there and they'd already fought an entire world war. So they're experienced. Now, guerrilla warfare, I'm sure they could do guerrilla warfare, like hunt one single emu at a time, try to separate it from the pack, but they couldn't do it here.
Also, it's an open field. It's not like they're hiding behind anything. Like, I can get one.
You can get one.
I'm confident in that. You said very few died, so.
Very few. Now there was a lot of them. I don't know what very few is, but I was surprised to hear that. And then I was thinking about what else. What else is Australia giving the world? Anybody? Has Australia given anything to the world?
Don't they have like a bunch of just awful animals you got to avoid?
Yeah, I think they have 20 of the 25 most venomous snakes in the world. And I think 20 of the 25 most dangerous animals in the world. They got this like one jellyfish that's no bigger than your pinky nail. You can't see it. It just swims around. And if it bites you, you're dead within like 30 minutes.
Is that the box jellyfish?
I have no idea. Snow saw it. We watch a lot of animal documentaries over at the Flynn household. Y'all know that. I was trying to think of anything else that Australia's really given the world, and I couldn't.
I mean,
Margot Robbie. That's about it.
Good celebrities, but their best celebrity power couple is now no longer a celebrity. I mean, a couple. Keith Urban and Nicole Kidman are no longer.
Oh, are they both Australian, huh?
Mm-hmm. They don't even have like a good power couple anymore.
So, Australia, we get it. You're a fantastic country. You're a great ally, and we appreciate all your support in all of the many wars that we fight. Not the many wars that we have fought in the past. You got good beaches. You got great people. You have pretty good athletes here and there. But today, you're just a country that lost the war to emus, and you're standing between Team USA and 3 points. So you go to hell, Australia. You go straight to hell today. And tomorrow, come on back. But today, it's Team USA. So I'll be tuning in 2 p.m. I'm excited for it. I know a lot of people are excited for it. I know it's kind of a work day, but I will be turning off the U.S. Open for a couple hours. And I told y'all last game, I was watching the game. I told you I'm trying so hard. I'm trying to get into this. I'm trying to get my emotions up, like the pregame or pre-match, whatever you want to call it, the pre-match ceremonies. The intensity was awesome. Like Team Flynn was locked in. I got to limit the fake injuries. We need to minimize it. I know it's part of the game, and you're doing a lot less than you did last World Cup, and your coach is a little bit more hard-nosed now than he was, and you're trying to minimize those things. I've seen the specials. I've seen no talk about it. But you do lose my attention when that happens a little bit. But again, I love cheering for USA, no matter what it is. Taylor, I'm sorry about that. You got your green and yellow shirt ready?
Is that Australia's colors?
Yep.
Okay. Total coincidence. Doesn't help that I'm wearing a green shirt.
Oh, my God.
I didn't know Australia's colors.
Well, Andrew.
It's ridiculous.
He's wearing an Australian kit.
Not only
Is it a
Australian, but Mexican too.
My God. Please, someone help us.
Sorry,
I
guys.
was trying to look at his shoes, and he's got some Hey Dudes
Lady
on.
Kane.
Yeah, they're
Lady
just-
Kane, don't look at Taylor. He's an expat. Go to GoTommies.com. GoTommies.com. Tommy's Windows, Doors, and Siding.
Yo, Tommy.
Yo, Tommy. Hey, Tommy. What's up?
What's up, Thomas?
Angie Super Service Award winner every single year since 2016. We're talking stacking the banners, y'all, because they're the best in the business. If you have a project happening, whether it's a brand new build, you're building a house, maybe you're extending on, maybe a little renovation, or maybe you just bought a house and you have just old windows, doors, siding, whatever it is. Maybe it's a little rot. We live in South Louisiana, man. It happens. Termite damage, rot, whatever it is. Make sure you give Tommy's a call. It's Go Tommy's with an X, G-A-U-X, Tommy's.com, and go just start the conversation with them. You know, like when a project is going on, we know you're going to try to find the best fit for you personality-wise, pricing-wise. You're going to get a couple of quotes. Do yourself a favor and call Tommy's. Just talk to them and see why they win award after award after award. The best window company in Louisiana. I'll put them against anybody. Go to GoTommys.com. All right, we are halfway through this Friday morning. I think hour 3 might just get a little weird. Mm-hmm. So we'll try to find some like real sports stuff to talk about here.
A couple baseball nuggets if you want.
You got baseball nuggets?
2 little baseball nuggets.
Well, let's hit some home runs right here and off the bench.
Off the bench. Locked in on LSU football 24/7. You're listening to Off the Bench.
Words of wisdom to the basement people, to the basement. Many surprises await you in the basement people, in the basement.
All right, welcome back here off the bench. Friday. Good energy levels. I'm feeling like Tuesday-ish right now.
Are you?
This past Tuesday might have been
Your favorite Tuesday?
my favorite Tuesday of all time. I don't know why, just the energy levels. I'm not going to say we like knocked it out of the park, you know.
No, you just felt good.
Just felt good.
Hell yeah.
Yesterday, not so much.
No?
Not great.
No?
Look over my right shoulder.
Ray gun.
Ray gun.
Iconic.
She did not go to Rejuve Me.
She probably should have.
She should have. She would have been a better breakdancer. It's not a guarantee that Rejuve Me makes. That's not going to make you a better breakdancer. It'll give you the energy to do it if you want to. RejuveMeMedical.com. RejuveMeMedical.com. So fired up. The things that they offer over there is things that people might think of like as a luxury, but I'm telling you, it's like a real life thing. It helps everyday life. It's convenient. It's affordable, like the care that they can do over there. They got so many different options to choose from to just make you feel better, make you feel like your youthful self again. Give them a call today. They got 13 locations across the state of Louisiana. They even got one in Mississippi. So if you're listening to us, chances are you have a really great Rejuve Me Medical clinic near you. So give them a call, or you can walk in and just say, hey, I don't know what I need. I'd love for you to help me. I don't feel my best. I feel a little bit low energy. I don't have that zest for life anymore. Get your labs drawn. They will take a look at it, and everything's done under the medical eye. And you will have a consultation, and let's say, all right, this is this and this and this. Maybe they say you don't need anything. Maybe they say, hey, you might need a little help. Might need a little hormone replacement therapy. They are Louisiana's leader in hormone replacement therapy for the last 10 years. So get it professionally done. Feel better. I can tell you from firsthand experience. It is awesome. It's life-changing. Go check them out, RejuveMeMedical.com. Sorry, I made you take down Ray Gunn's picture. You can keep it up if you want because it's amazing. I expect that USA will make Australian soccer team look like ray gun today.
Yeah.
Didn't she sue somebody because
I've not kept up with the ray gun.
You haven't kept up with the ray gun situation?
It hasn't come across my desk.
Do you think when, like, you know how people in Europe at obscure sports are like super famous?
Yeah.
Like that's one of the I think like Mondo, like he's like extremely famous in Europe.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, not something like we know him because of LSU. But like we're talking billboards or something like all. Like, do you think that she had a level of popularity? Do you think people in Australia were like, all right, respect Ray?
Maybe.
No.
I asked you this during break because I looked up the Australian flag because I thought you were joking. Why did they wear green when their flag's red, white, and blue?
Because they're idiots.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I can say. All I know.
Yeah. I mean, their toilets flush.
They're
the other way.
toilets flush. So that they're
Stupid.
literally
They're dumb.
upside down from us right now.
Yeah.
Like a bunch of idiots. Tomorrow, they're not going to be. They're going to be allies.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be another great country. But today, they're absolute idiots.
Yeah.
That is a good question. Why is their flag blue? Well, so it is funny because USA, we defeated Britain in a war. Like we beat them in war.
Right.
And we were underdogs. Like, we weren't supposed to do it.
No.
But we were grittier. We stood the test of time.
We were Americans.
We're Americans. We
Yeah.
beat their ass in an absolute war. The Queen of England's still on their currency. So just saying.
I mean, their flag is literally the Britain flag in the corner.
Yep.
Like, look here, I'll put it
We
up
fought an
there.
entire war, so their king wouldn't be on our currency
Right.
and won.
That's their flag. It's literally the British flag, and
Yeah.
they just made it smaller in the corner
Yep.
and added
And then
stars
some
to it.
stars there. I don't know. Is that the Little Dipper? You know who else has the Queen on their currency? Canada.
Lame.
Super lame. Like, what are we doing? Don't go fight a war. I'm not saying that, but like, we did it. We won. Long time ago.
True. 250 years ago.
250 years ago. Absolutely. We declared war on a famous piece of paper. All right. Let's transition this because we all know Australia, a bunch of dummies.
Yeah.
Transition to a little baseball.
Couldn't beat emus.
Couldn't beat
So
emus in a
stupid.
whole war with a machine gun.
So dumb.
Let's go to a little baseball.
Yeah, a little LSU baseball.
Okay.
Okay, so we'll go to the former player first. Former LSU pitcher Gage Jump got called up to the Athletics a while ago, like a month ago. And a couple rough starts for his first couple outings, but last night versus the Angels, series opener, pitched 7 innings, only gave up 1 hit, no runs, 3 walks, 7 strikeouts for Gage Jump. So really good outing for him. Proud of that guy. After a couple of rough outings, he gets it together. I think his ERA is now like 2.37. Yeah, 2.37 ERA in 30 innings pitched for Gage Jump. But we have a left-handed pitcher coming in.
Let's go.
Yeah, so he signed with LSU back in November, but was eligible to go to the MLB Draft.
Yeah.
Yesterday, he withdrew from the MLB Draft, so he will be enrolling to LSU, and he's going to be coming Braxton Beaty.
Let's go, Braxton.
He is from Texas, left-handed pitcher. Kind of reminds me of Zach Cowan a little bit. Has that fastball sitting in the low 90s, and then a great slider at 77, 79. They say he has a good feel for his changeup at 81 to 83. So not going to be throwing you a bunch of heat like Zach. He's his fastball was in the lower 90s too. Is about like movement and being able to throw different pitches and location and stuff like that. So I think this is a good addition to LSU's pitching staff.
Sick hair, too.
This is him?
Oh, that is good hair.
Yeah, it's good hair.
This is B-Rax?
Son.
Yeah, that would be him. Braxton Beaty.
All right.
I don't.
He sounds like he went to Shreveport Evangel in the early 2000s for sure.
Angleton, Texas.
Angleton, Texas. Do you know where that is?
I don't actually.
I don't know where that is either. Texas, larger population than Australia.
That doesn't surprise me.
California, larger population than, guess it, you name.
Wait, what'd you
Australia.
say? Oh, Australia. Yeah, California.
Florida has a larger population than what?
Australia.
Country? Australia.
So
close to the coast.
Angleton is south of Houston.
Oh, dang. It's pretty south.
Yep. But that's exciting because, we need to work on that pitching staff. So.
Yeah, Jay Johnson keeps winning. I mean, that's huge news. That's multiple players now that could have gone into the draft that have decided, you know what? I'm going to take my talents to Baton Rouge, Louisiana.
I mean, another lefty pitcher's huge, too.
Yeah. And what I've kind of read and heard as well, kind of a weak portal class as far as like star starting pitchers, like top caliber starting.
Yeah,
pitchers.
haven't got a lot of arms out of the transfer portal, but.
All right, let's go to break. We'll come back and we will close out hour number 2 right here on Off the Bench.
Off the bench.
Or go to trashrangers.com. Trashrangers.com, the most reliable trash pickup service in all of Louisiana. And we're talking about commercial. We're talking about residential. We're talking about roll-off dumpsters right now. I got that. Y'all know. I've said it. We got that 30-yard roll-off dumpster at my house. And what kind of sets them apart from other companies that do roll-off dumpsters, yeah, there's a lot of different companies out there. You see a lot of different ones around town. But I can promise you from first-hand experience that I've used a lot of companies when it comes to roll-off dumpsters all over the country. Moved a lot. And what I always have is, you get the price and you call them and say, hey, I need this. I got this kind of project happening. I need this size dumpster. Well, you get a price and then you get the bill at the end of the day. And it's like, oh, my God, there was a tonnage fee. There was a dumpage fee. There's a landmine. Like, what's happening right now? Well, at trashrangers.com, you get flat rate pricing with those roll-off dumpsters. So if you have a special project happening, you got to create a little bit more trash, you need to clean something out, well, the price they give you is the price you'll pay at the end. Trashrangers.com.
2007 champs, purple and gold to the core. This is Off the Bench with Hester and Flynn, Baton Rouge's go-to for all things Louisiana sports.
All right, well, welcome back here Off the Bench. Sorry,
What was that?
My headphones were I didn't hear myself. I wanted to make sure I had a hot mic over here. November 2nd, 1932. The Royal Australian Artillery's 7th Heavy Artillery traveled to Campion, where some 50 emus were sighted. As the birds were out of range of the guns, the local settlers attempted to herd the emus into an ambush. But the birds split into small groups and ran so that they were difficult to target. Nevertheless, while the first attack from the machine guns was ineffective due to the range, a second round of gunfire was able to kill a number of birds. Later the same day, a small flock was encountered, and perhaps a dozen birds were killed. So you got a couple of them. The next significant event was on November 4th, where the commander, Meredith, had established an ambush near a local dam. More than 1,000 emus were spotted heading towards their position. This time, the gunners waited until the birds were in close proximity before opening fire. Their guns jammed after only 12 birds were killed, and the remainder scattered before any more could be shot. No more birds were sighted that day. They took an L on November 4th, 1932, against the emus in the Great Battle of the Dam. Taylor, we just discovered this. How many soldiers in the Royal Australian Artillery's 7th Heavy Artillery fought against 20,000 emus?
3.
3 soldiers or 3 battalions?
3 soldiers.
3 units?
No, like 3 individual soldiers. Like me,
Okay.
you, and Alondra could make up the entire military.
They had a tripod.
They did.
Well, I respect the bravery that they showed.
Dumbest part, there were
Okay.
20,000 emus.
Yep.
It said they had 10,000 rounds of ammunition.
Oh, my God.
So I don't know how that's going to help you.
So they're incompetent.
Their
is what
goal
you're
was
saying.
not to win this war, apparently.
Their goal is not to win this war. They got to kill 2 birds with 1 bullet. There's a saying that comes over that, right?
Yeah.
What is it? What's
I
that
thought
saying?
you wanted us to give you. Whoa, you.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, dang.
2 bullets, one.
Dang.
Or
Two
what?
birds.
2 birds, 1 bullet. That's crazy.
It's crazy. Well,
You know what I heard somebody
those
say the
dumb
other day, and
Australian
it kind of reminded me of you?
What?
They were like robbing Tom to pay Peter. It's robbing Peter to pay Paul.
Gotta pull a rabbit out of my foot.
That would make sense because there's a rabbit foot. So I feel like I'd mess that one up too.
Oh, all right. Well, there you go. There you have it. All right, stick with us. We're closing out hour number 2. And guess what? We're going to start next hour. Hour number 3 right here off the bench.
Off the bench.
All right, go to GenGators.com. That's GenGators with a Z.com. Yeah, that's a company. Gen Gators. They're awesome. Whole home generators. Protect yourself. We are getting, we just had a storm come through Louisiana. And then Baton Rouge, we were kind of safe, but there was a lot of bad weather in South Louisiana. And know what season we are getting into the thick of, which is hurricane season. Protect your house, protect your things, and protect it with a company that was born and bred right here in South Louisiana because of a hurricane. They started their company just because they were helping their neighbors get their generators back up and running when something would stop working. And they're stopping working because the motor's made by one and the other parts of it are made by another company. You don't really know who to call to fix that generator. Well, they are experts at every part, every type of generator, but they're also can install a whole home Kohler generator. One company, one generator, all the parts. They can fix everything. A great company. Give them a call to protect your things. GenGators.com.